Welcome to another edition of A Game a Day by Day. I'm Ask Isaiah Rose, and today's matchup will be the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Boston Celtics. I'm a huge Sixer fan, so I apologize if you hear any bias in this broadcast, but I'm working on it. I'm going to try to be as neutral as possible. To start, Boston trails Philadelphia at home 2-0. Boston comes in with a record of 25-25. They're seventh in the East, so they have the top record in regards to the play-in. In the final 7 to 10 spots in each conference. There will be a play-in tournament this year. Boston is in seventh. Philadelphia comes in with the number one record in the East, tied with the Brooklyn Nets. Well, the Brooklyn Nets actually won last night against the New York Knicks by 2, so they have a half-game lead over Philadelphia. I apologize for that, but both teams seem to be going in the opposite direction. When you think about this season coming into the 2021 season, the trajectory for Boston seemed much higher considering they were coming off of an Eastern Conference final, losing in 6 games to the Miami Heat. But all assume that Boston will be back at a higher level. Philadelphia changed coaches, going from Brent Brown to Doc Rivers. Sixers seem much more motivated, more in particular, Joel Embiid, who's a clear-cut MVP candidate this season. On cue, he's fouled. He'll be going to the free throw line. He actually scored Philadelphia's first basket to put the Sixers up 2-0. In regards to Joel Embiid's improvement or just obviously motivated play, the Sixers did make adjustments to their lineup. They added Seth Curry in the offseason. They added Danny Green, bringing in some championship pedigree. Danny Green's a 3-time champion. He's been a 3-and-D guy for the majority of his career. Looking at what was done to the Sixers lineup to complement Ben Simmons and Embiid, it definitely has played a part in why the Sixers are second in the East, battling for that number one seed. The Sixers are 2-0 versus the Celtics this season, going back to late January. In both of those games, Embiid went crazy. In the first one, he scored 42 points. In the second one, 2 days apart, he scored 38 points. So he's definitely had the Celtics number so far this season. A lot of that has to do with the fact that Al Horford is not there. Al Horford, while as the Boston Celtics, played Joel Embiid exceptionally well in the post. So far, Embiid just torched the Celtics and anyone who has guarded him this season. Ben Simmons on a fast break off of a Jason Tatum turnover sets up Danny Green for a 3. So Celtics trail the Sixers at home 7-0 as we start this first quarter. Tatum misses another jumper. Ben gets it to Seth Curry in that right corner. Another reason why Philadelphia is playing at a high level is Tobias Harris, borderline all-star season this year. He didn't make it, but he definitely was in consideration, averaging a career high 21 points per game, really being that second tier scorer for the Sixers. Some would consider him a third option in terms of importance, but specifically for perimeter scoring, he definitely played his role to complement Joel Embiid on a consistent basis. Jaylen Brown, first-time All-Star this year, knocks in a 3 to give Boston their first basket of the game. Philadelphia leads 7-3. Embiid, left wing guarded by Jaylen Brown, thought about a 3, takes Brown in the post on the right block, looking for Ben Simmons inside. Simmons wasn't ready for the pass as it curtails out of bounds. So 7-3, Philly leads. One of the areas that the Sixers definitely have to improve on is turnovers. They're coming off of a putrid performance against the Memphis Grizzlies, in which they lost by 16, but the score wasn't indicative of how dominant the Grizzlies were, especially in the second half. Turnovers and three-pointers given up were the reason they lost that game. Marcus Smart knocks in a three-pointer from the left wing, and he's fouled on a three-point shot. So it's 7-6. Smart has the opportunity to tie the game. Marcus Smart's importance cannot go overstated. Obviously, as a utility guy for the Celtics team, he plays guard. He defends multiple positions, and he's just a spark plug for them in more ways than one. He went out with a quad injury earlier in the season. He missed a number of games so far this year. He's played 31 games. He averages 30. He averages 13 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's a player that he's a player that impacts so many different areas that when he's not in the game, it puts a lot more pressure on other players that won't necessarily have to uh, carry out certain roles. And I think since he's come back, he's definitely settled the Celtics down, but they still deal with having to play uphill for most games. They're usually down. They have to come back. Their games are a lot closer than the uh, their their scores are a lot closer than the games might indicate. They'll lose a game by 3, but for the majority of the game they were down 15. So they're battling back. They always battle back to the latter part of the game, and then they make it a lot closer than it has to be. So that those are issues that the Celtics deal with. As we look at Joel Embiid's numbers so far this year, averaging 30 points a game, 11 rebounds, shooting 52%. Kemba Walker guarded by Steph Curry. In and out dribble from Kemba going left, kicks it back out to Jaylen Brown. Right wing three is good. So Jaylen Brown carrying the Celtics offense right now. Game tied at 9, 7:45 remaining in the first quarter. So we look at the last 7 games. The last 7 regular season games, Philadelphia's won 6 of the last 7, but in the last 2 elimination series for the Sixers, the Celtics have knocked out the Sixers. So in the regular season, the Sixers have won, but in the postseason, Boston has gotten it done. Most recently in the bubble last year, the Sixers were the 6 seed while Boston was the 3 seed. But Philadelphia played that series without Ben Simmons, and it showed. The Sixers were swept and thoroughly dominated when it mattered most. So we look at Ben Simmons getting fouled, game tied at 11. Simmons will be going to the free throw line this year, shooting 64% at the free throw line. He's been a bit inconsistent. At times, he looks like he can be a consistent 70 plus free throw shooter. And in my opinion, my theory is that he needs to get to the free throw line more. But at times he misses on cue. He misses his first free throw off the back rim. It's like he has to miss early and then get in the rhythm as opposed to just coming out and being a good free throw shooter early. A lot of that has to do with his touch just when it comes to shooting, period. He's not the best shooter. So he definitely has to improve at the free throw line on a consistent basis. He misses both free throws, but the rebound is deflected. So possession will stay with the Sixers. Into the game for the Celtics, number 40, Luke Cornett. Ben Simmons guarded by Cornett, driving left to the baseline, takes contact, still finishes with the dunk over Cornett. So Embiid very aggressive. Um, he didn't play in the game against the Memphis Grizzlies, coming back from that left knee hyperextension. He did play against the Minnesota Timberwolves, in which the Sixers won, but because the Grizzlies game was a back-to-back, the Sixers elected to rest Embiid, which it looks like is helping. He's definitely playing up to this game tonight, being aggressive, finishing strong. So 6:45 remaining in the first quarter. Sixers lead 13-11. We have a timeout on the floor. And we're back as Sixers lead Boston 13-11. We look at the Philadelphia 76ers record with Joel Embiid this season, 25-7. Without him, they're 9-9. Prior to that previous missed game against the Grizzlies, the Sixers went 6-3 in the month of March without Embiid, and they were winning games in a variety of ways. Some in blowout fashion, some they had to come back and execute down a stretch, which definitely challenged different areas of the team that wouldn't necessarily be challenged with Embiid in the lineup. So it definitely helped Philadelphia, but in a lot of ways, what makes this team function at its optimal level is having Embiid in the lineup. Uh, we look at Ben Simmons more specifically. With Embiid in the lineup, he doesn't have to worry about being an offensive threat as much versus when he's out. He definitely has to step up offensively and be more assertive. And sometimes I feel like, while he did step up while Embiid was gone, it isn't his natural uh, that isn't his natural aura or mood. So sometimes it looks as if he just doesn't have the ability to do that, even though his measurables and the size of advantage that he does possess makes it seem like he should. Philadelphia able to get a turnover. Matisse Thybulle in the game getting a stop. Sixers look to get it to the post for Embiid. Embiid is fouled trying to draw the double team and kick out for a pass. So 5:16 left. Sixers lead by one with the basketball. We look at the team stats so far. Sixers 6 of 8 from the floor, 75%. Boston is 5 of 11 from the floor, 45%. But Boston is 3 of 7 from 3. Philadelphia is 1 of 2. Tobias Harris attacking the basket, goes off the glass, in and out, no good. Good defense there by Jaylen Brown. Kemba Walker picked up by Matisse Thybulle, looking to set up a three, gets it to a teammate, Grant Williams in that right corner, gets the basketball, gets it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with 5 on the shot clock, trying to go off the dribble, guarded by Tobias Harris. And it goes off of Jaylen Brown's foot, trying to dribble too much on the right wing. So Philadelphia getting a number of turnovers forced right now. We look at the turnovers so far. Boston already with 5 turnovers. Boston already with 5 turnovers, but Philadelphia isn't really capitalizing with points over turnovers right now. Embiid thought about a three from the left wing, instead drives. Will he take a jump shot? No, he'll go back in the post to Tobias Harris, who misses off the left block with a fadeaway. So Kemba Walker off the dribble again, this time guarded by Seth Curry, and he's fouled by Seth Curry. So Kemba more comfortable off the dribble, guarded by Seth Curry than by Matisse Thybulle. Kemba working the right to left crossover, then tried to split the defense of Seth Curry and Joel Embiid off the pick and roll, and he's tripped up by Seth Curry. So Celtics basketball, 18 on the shot clock. Cornette dribble handoff with Kemba. Kemba gets it back to Williams. Jaylen Brown in the post, guarded by Shake Milton. Fadeaway jumper for Brown is good. So good way to create the separation with his right shoulder, then faded away going left. Good shot for Jaylen Brown. 8 points so far for Jaylen Brown, 3 of 4 from the floor. Sixers trail by 1 with the basketball. Embiid guarded by Cornette again. Tried to get a shot up, deflected. He'll go off the glass, and it'll be a shooting foul for Embiid. Refs say that the foul will go against Cornette. So Embiid will go to the free throw line for 2. We look at the replay. Initially, good defense from Cornette off of the off the reload of the shot. That's where the foul was committed by Cornette. But a good initial defense there by Luke Cornette. So Embiid makes the first free throw, Game tied at 16 coming into the game. It's Mike Scott. Scott had to play some of those games while Embiid was out at center, showing you his versatility, his willingness to be that brute guy inside. Obviously, given he doesn't have the size advantage that Embiid has, but he's definitely willing to use his body and be tough inside. Embiid makes both free throws. Sixers up one. Kemba Walker taking the screen from Cornette, pulls up from three going left, knocks it down off the dribble. So Boston using the three-point line to stay in this game and right now be up by 19-17. Mike Scott on the left wing going to Embiid. Embiid attracts the double team, kicks it back out to Scott. Top of the key, Tobias Harris gets the ball, trying to finish inside, can't get the finish, but Embiid is there for the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. So Embiid very active early in the paint, drawing fouls against Boston. We look at the team fouls right now. Philadelphia already has been to the free throw line 8 times. They're 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Boston only going to the free throw line 1 time. And B makes the first free throw. Second free throw for Embiid is good. So Sixers tie the game at 19. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Into the game for Boston is Payton Pritchard. In the post for Grant Williams is stolen off of the weak side by Tobias Harris. Good time double team there to get that steal. Shake Milton, right wing three, set up from Tobias Harris. He misses it off the back rim, but it goes straight to Embiid, who takes a three. He misses it. So Sixers not knocking down the three ball so far. Tatum gets the rebound, pushing it coast to coast, looks to kick out. Celtics reset, Payton Pritchard for three. He knocks it down. Payton Pritchard, a solid three-point shooter. So far this year, averaging 7 points per game, shooting 41% from three. Celtics lead by 3, 22-19. Sixers working around the perimeter. Shake Milton gets the basketball, looking to attack the rim and finish the layup under duress. So Celtics lead by 22-21, under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Tatum, guarded by Mike Scott on the perimeter. In the left corner, working his way out to the wing. Gets it back to Grant Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Tatum has to get a shot up. Guarded by Mike Scott. Pull up three. Back rim. He misses it. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris looking to attack. Contact. And we got an offensive foul against Harris. He definitely dipped that right shoulder. Charge taken by Romeo Langford. Langford out of the University of Indiana, or Indiana University. Timeout on the floor, so we'll be back. Sixers trail by 1. Celtics lead by 1. 22-21, 132 remaining in the first quarter. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. Stay tuned for more. So we're back as the Celtics have possession, up 125 left in the first quarter. Payne Pritchard with the basketball, looking to probe, kicks out to Marcus Smart. The Sixers have put their second unit into the game. Dwight Howard in the game. Furkan Korkmaz gets the rebound off of a Marcus Smart miss. He gets to Shake Milton. Sixers also have Matisse Thybulle in the game. Celtics have Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Payne Pritchard, and Jason Tatum in the game. Robert Williams actually fouls Korkmaz on the jump shot with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. So he'll go to the free throw line. 54 and a half seconds left. We see Kemba Walker walking back to the locker room. Not quite sure what he irritated there. Injury-wise, he's dealt with some knee issues going back to last year, which really hampered him into going into the bubble, and uh, definitely affected his performance. He did play every playoff game and really looked to uh, help the Celtics get to the finals. They fell short, and because of how and the regular season for 2021 and the postseason for last year was so close together, the Celtics opted to let Kemba Walker rest coming into this season, but he's still dealt with trying to recover from his knee issues. Korkmaz makes both free throws. Celtics trail by one, but Marcus Smart attacking Matisse Thybulle draws a foul. He'll be going to the free throw line. So this will give the Celtics another opportunity to take the lead. Marcus Smart so far 1 for 3 from the floor, 1 for 1 at the free throw line. He actually had a 4-point play earlier today. He knocks in the first free throw to tie the game at 23. Celtics this year average 112 points per game, 15th in the league. They give up 111, but their offensive rating is 12th. Their defensive rating is 18th. So while they do give up 110, which is a 5 point differential basically, or pardon me, a 2 point differential, the pace with which they give up their points is not the best. Shake Milton gets a putback to put Philadelphia up one, and then off a pick and roll, miscommunication with Tatum on the roll, so it'll be a turnover. Look at Dwight Howard. He's the only player in the NBA to average 8+ rebounds a game in less than 18 minutes. So he definitely has come in and played his role. as that defensive anchor on the interior of the bench. He's definitely been an irritant and brought a lot of energy for this Sixers team with championship aspirations. Shake Milton trying to work the baseline gets to Mike Scott as the at the end of the first quarter couldn't get the shot off. Tatum at the half court looks to bank it off the glass for three, doesn't fall. So Philadelphia goes into the second quarter leading by one, 25-24. This is a game of day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more as the Sixers lead the Celtics by one. We'll be back. So we start this second quarter. Sixers lead the Celtics 25-24. Both teams very competitive. The Celtics have utilized the three-point line to stay in this game. Sixers have dominated in the paint. Sixers shooting 42% from the floor. Celtics 47%. But Philadelphia has utilized the free throw line to uh, get the Celtics in foul trouble. Sixers 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Celtics only 3 of 3. Points in the paint for Philadelphia 12. Boston has 4. But the 3-point line, Philadelphia is 1 of 4, while the Celtics are 5 of 11. Sixers get first possession, start the second quarter. Ben Simmons looking to set up Dwight Howard inside. Dwight wasn't ready for the pass stolen by Peyton Pritchard. He takes a straightaway three. Close out was tough by Dwight Howard, but the three-pointer still good. I mentioned Pritchard being a 41% three-point shooter this season. Very, very efficient. And another Sixer turnover to start this third quarter. Pardon me, the second quarter. So they trail by 2. Celtics with possession. Marcus Smart with the basketball gets to Grant Williams. Also on the floor for the Celtics, Mo Wagner. On the floor for Philadelphia, Ben Simmons, Shake Milton, Furkan Korkmaz, Mike Scott, and Dwight Howard. Korkmaz floater working his way left, able to knock it down, game tied at 27. On the floor for the Celtics, Marcus Smart, Payton Pritchard, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, Mo Wagner. In and out dribble from Tatum, going left, able to finish with the right hand over Dwight Howard. So back and forth we go. This is a seesaw game. Simmons attacking the rim, looking to get the reverse layup. He gets it to fall. So Simmons going baseline, definitely was preparing to dunk, had to work the reverse and to get the shot off, and he gets it down. So 29-29, we are tied. Tatum going left, cut off by Milton and Ben Simmons. Tried to work it to Grant Williams in the corner. It's stolen. Korkmaz gets it to Dwight Howard at the top of the key. Shake Milton takes a screen. Behind the back dribble, guarded by Wagner. Step back jumper, in and out, no good. Wagner gets the rebound, gets it to Tatum. Tatum on the right wing, guarded by Milton. Tries to get into the middle of the lane and finishes strong and one. Big finish there by Jason Tatum, utilizing his dribble. I've spoken at length about Jason Tatum's game. As we look at this replay from Simmons going baseline, he had to work the reverse, and he was preparing for Grant Williams to block the shot. But again, when it comes to Tatum scoring, Tatum is one of the most skilled basketball players in the NBA, especially at this young age. He showcased the ability to come up clutch this season, averaging 25 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. The scoring is there, but it's predicated too much on shooting. If his shot is not working, he isn't scoring. He doesn't get to the free throw line enough, considering the fact that he shoots close to 90% from the free throw line. Furkan Korkmaz able to finish inside off of a great pass from Ben Simmons. But back to Tatum. Tatum this season is shooting 86% at the free throw line, but he only gets to the free throw line four and a half times a game. If you're going to be a prolific scorer in this game, you got to get to the free throw line at minimum 7 times a game. On cue, he shoots another fadeaway. This time it's off the back rim. He misses. Simmons trying to draw and kick. He gets it to Korkmaz. Korkmaz shoots the 3, but he misses it. It rims out. Tatum working his way into the paint, draws and kicks it out to Grant Williams. Grant Williams knocks in his 3. So that's a 6-point swing. The 3-point shot that should have went in for Korkmaz misses. Grant Williams gets the same opportunity, and he knocks in his 3. Milton working the 2-man game with Ben Simmons, able to finish inside around a Ben Simmons screen. So he finishes with the left hand. Shake Milton playing very, very efficient in that backup point guard role. On the year, Milton averaging 14 points per game, 3 assists. 2-point game, Celtics lead 35-32. Pritchard drives inside. We got an offensive foul. We see Kemba Walker back on the bench. So that's good to see. Hopefully he's able to come back in. Korkmaz working left. He goes back to the right where Shake Milton is there. Milton gets it to Ben Simmons. 10 on the shot clock. Simmons attacks. Goes off the glass. He's fouled. Fouled by Ojale. Semi Ojale this season. 5 points per game. 3 rebounds. Simmons makes his first free throw of the game. He started the game 0-4 at the free throw line. So Sixers trail by 1. Coming back into the game is Ben Simmons and Jaylen Brown. Also into the game, back into the game, Romeo Langford. So Simmons makes both free throws. Game tied at 35. 8 minutes left in the first half. Kemba Walker, who's just coming back into the game. He did have to leave the game for a quick second, but it's good to see him back into the game. And we see a turnover by Boston as Grant Williams looked to set up Jaylen Brown in the post, guarded by Danny Green. Danny Green swipes down, deflects the basketball, but it goes off of Jaylen Brown's foot. So another turnover for Boston. Sixers looking to take the lead. This has been a seesaw game tonight. Sixers' largest lead is 7. Celtics' largest lead was 3. In the post, Simmons trying to get a floater over Romeo Langford. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown had 8 points in the first quarter, 3 or 4 from the floor. Looking to set up a pick and roll with Grant Williams, stolen by Danny Green. Green working the right wing, pulls up from 3, set up by Ben Simmons. But he's called for the travel, shuffled his feet before the shot. So we look at the turnovers so far. 7 minutes left, 7:09 left. Celtics have 11 turnovers compared to Philadelphia's 5. Yet Boston has utilized the three-point line to stay in this game. And on top, Philadelphia has dominated in the paint. So the Celtics have utilized the three-point line. The Sixers have utilized the paint. Styles make fights. At this point, 2 different styles contributing to both teams. We'll see how it goes. Philadelphia already 2-0 so far in the season series. The Celtics looking to get their first win against the Sixers this year. We'll be back with more. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Give you an update about scores around the league. 8:36 left in the third quarter. Chicago leads Indiana 69-55. 3:08 left in the first half between the Hawks and New Orleans. Hawks lead New Orleans 54-52. The Los Angeles Lakers are up by 27 in the first half against the Toronto Raptors, 57-30 with 6:09 left in the first half. At 3:52 left in the first, Memphis trails Miami 27-26, and there's 2 games left to be played tonight. Denver versus Detroit, and the Bucks. 3 games tonight. Then you have Milwaukee and Golden State at 10 o'clock, and also Portland versus the Clippers at 10 o'clock. So we're back. We approach 7 minutes left in the first half. Game tied at 35 between the Celtics and the Sixers. But another turnover for the Celtics. That's their 12th of the first half as the Sixers get possession. Ben Simmons guarded by Semi Ojeleye. setting up a shot for Seth Curry. Coming off the curl, he knocks it down. So Sixers go up by 2, 37-35. Kemba Walker invites the trap from Danny Green and Joel Embiid. Kicking it to Semi Ojeleye. He misses a 3 rebounded by Shake Milton. Ben Simmons kicks it to Embiid. Embiid, right corner 3, misses it. Ojeleye with the rebound, looking to push. Jaylen Brown, right to left crossover, spin, inside, back right, able to finish with the left hand. Great skill set there by Jaylen Brown. Seth Curry dribble handoff from Embiid. Probing the paint, dribbles back out to the right wing, guarded by Luke Kornet. Goes up the dribble, blocked by Kornet, but possession will stay with the Sixers. Good defense there by Kornet. Way to move his feet against the smaller Seth Curry. We look at the crossover and spin back by Jaylen Brown. Working his way back right, still able to finish with that left hand. Embiid guarded by Kornet. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Has to get a shot off. Kicks it out to Danny Green on the left wing. Knocks it down. So Danny Green has knocked down both 3-point shots for the Sixers here in this first half. 40-37. Sixers lead the Celtics. Kemba Walker dribbling into the double team. Kornet there on the perimeter. Embiid closes out, but closes out too hard. Then again, Kornet misses the layup. So good defense by the Sixers. Seth Curry for 3, misses it off the back rim. Offensive rebound to Tobias Harris. He kicks it out to Danny Green, but it's deflected out of bounds by Romeo Langford. So Sixers trying to push the pace. Low scoring first half by today's NBA standards, 40-37. We still have 5:23 left in the first half. Simmons will be inbounding, baseline out of bounds. We look at Simmons' numbers. Before the All-Star break, he was averaging 16 points on 58% shooting. Since the All-Star break, he's averaging 13 points on 46% shooting. Embiid fadeaway jumper is good. From the right corner, set up by Ben Simmons off that inbound. So 42-37 Sixers lead. Embiid 14 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Defensively, Sixers almost had another turnover, but it's a kick ball. So possession will stay with the Celtics, 14 on the shot clock. Again, when you look at Ben Simmons' numbers, his impact can't be totally correlated by the numbers. You look at his defensive impact, he's up there as one of the top 10 candidates for Defensive Player of the Year. So you can't just quantify his impact on scoring, but based on him having the basketball on a consistent basis as the premier facilitator, he definitely has to be more of a threat if the Sixers team is going to go to the next level. So far, though, they've been surviving on their shooting from Seth Curry and Danny Green, also Tobias Harris. Danny Green knocks in a 3 to give the Sixers a 8-point lead. Danny Green tonight, 9 points, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line. Got a foul against Seth Curry, guarding Kemba Walker. So 4:26 left. The Sixers open up an 8-point lead, Celtics basketball. Tatum takes a 3, misses it, rebounded by Tobias Harris. That was actually an air ball. I think he was anticipating a foul call. Ref didn't call it. Harris, working the left wing, goes back to Curry. Curry, jab step back to Tobias Harris. Guarded by by Marcus Smart. Seth Curry gets it back to Harris. Harris trying to go up strong for the finish. Can't get the initial layup, but he gets the second attempt on an offensive rebound and puts it in. So Sixers get their largest lead of the game at 10. Kemba Walker looking to drive, kicks out to Tatum, who drives and kicks it to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart travels, trying to get a pump fake and drive. So another turnover for the Celtics. We look at Tobias Harris go up strong. He's initially blocked by Jaylen Brown, but the offensive rebound by Harris allows him to get that basket. Another 3 for Danny Green is good, and that was set up by Joel Embiid's drawn kick. Took the double team, kicked it out to Harris. Harris Great ball movement, finds Danny Green for the right corner. Another 3-point shot. So Sixers now utilizing the three-point line to create that separation. They're up 13, 50-37 with 3:26 left in the first half. So stay tuned for more. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Out of that timeout, another turnover for the Celtics as Cornette tried to inbound to Kemba Walker. Danny Green was there to steal the inbound and get an easy layup. So Sixers up 15, 52-37. Marcus Smart looking to respond, gets an early entry pass into the post, able to draw a foul. He'll be going to the free throw line. We look at this turnover here. Part of me, I said it was an initial pass to Kemba Walker, but it was a pass to Marcus Smart, went right off of his hand, straight into Danny Green's hand. And Green went straight up for that layup. So Sixers up 15 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. The Celtics turning over the basketball at an alarming rate here in the first half. With still 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. They already have 14 turnovers. The Sixers haven't really capitalized with their points off of turnovers. They only have 6 points off of Celtics turnovers, but the the Sixers still able to come back and get a lot of points in the paint as Marcus Smart misses that free throw. And what has really created their separation has been the recent 3-point shooting from Danny Green. In the post, Taco Fall guarding Joel Embiid. He's fouled. Embiid will go back to the free throw line. That's where Joel has lived all game, shooting 6 of 6 at the free throw line. Only 7 shots so far. Very efficient, 4 of 7. But he already has 14 points. Again, Embiid this season averaging 30 points per game, 11 rebounds. Definitely a front runner for MVP had it not been for his recent injuries. And considering how the injury bug has affected many players this season, including LeBron James, James Harden, Kevin Durant, he still can finish out the season strong if the Sixers continue to win. He'll definitely be in the MVP conversation. But you have to take into account that the likes of Nikola Jokic in Denver, Damian Lillard in Portland haven't missed many games, if at all, and their teams are still competing at a high level. So I think, considering the injuries and missed games by other MVPs, that should catapult them to a certain degree. Celtics get another missed shot. Sixers trying to establish Tobias Harris in the post. Great effort there by Kemba Walker to completely disrupt that post up by Tobias Harris. It's a turnover by Harris, and he fouls Kemba Walker to prevent a fast break. So Sixers up by 15 as we look at Kemba Walker. Definitely diminutive in size, but doesn't lack for effort and tenacity, disrupting that entire post play. So that's a foul against Harris. Possession goes to the Celtics. 2:35 left in the first half. Celtics have to figure out how to get it going. Tatum guarded by Ben Simmons. Kemba thought about a three, closed out by Ben Simmons, tried to get a floater over, and B can't get it to fall. That entire defensive possession was ruled by Ben Simmons. He defended two premier perimeter players, prevented a tough shot, and then B was there on the back line to be a presence if the floater was to go up in the air. 2:15 left. As Tobias Harris missed that initial floater over Taco Fall, but the rebound goes off his face. So possession stays with the Sixers. Embiid looking to set up a dribble handoff, and it's a turnover as he initially tried to go to Seth Curry. Getting back defensively is Matisse Thybulle, but it doesn't matter as Marcus Smart gets a Euro step layup to fall. Ben Simmons in the post guarded by Marcus Smart. 15 on the shot clock. He kicks out to Embiid. Embiid for three. He misses it off the back rim. So that's one area where Embiid has not been good tonight. Of all his misses, they've been at the three-point line. Looking to establish Taco Fall in the post. Taco able to finish an easy layup over Embiid. Taco Fall is 7-5. Seth Curry thought about a jumper. Goes to Matisse Thybulle. Right wing three. Good. So Matisse Thybulle knocking down the three. Not something the Celtics are too afraid of, considering he's not a consistent shooter so far in his career. He's really just a defensive specialist and defensive specialist only. But the Sixers are trying to encourage him to take more threes to keep the defense honest so that he can stay out on the floor and be a complete defensive disruptor. Tatum, left wing three, guarded by Simmons. He misses the three, rebounded by Thybulle. He goes to Tobias Harris. Sixers up 14, 40 seconds left in the first half. Embiid, straightaway three at the top of the key. He misses another three. So again, Embiid tonight from the three-point line, 0-5. 0-5 from the three-point line. He's 4 of 9 from the floor, so all of his misses have been the three-point line. Celtics get a basket, so it's a 12-point game. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. There's 18 seconds left, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Ben Simmons with the basketball. Sixers have been able to create separation here at the latter part of this second quarter. From the three-point line, they get another three-pointer on cue from Seth Curry, 59 of 44. Kemba Walker floater off the glass is good with 0.7 left, so 7/10 of a second left. Celtics trail by 13, 59 of 46. Sixers resigned to just let the first half end. They completely have dominated the Celtics, especially here in the second quarter. They outscored the Celtics by 12 points, 34-22. I mentioned Joel Embiid's numbers, 15 points, 4 of 9 from the floor, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. The Sixers have also gotten great contributions from Danny Green, who has 14 points, 5 of 5 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the three-point line. Also, great contributions from Seth Curry as well. Defensively, two assists. I thought that was two steals, but he had 5 points recently, a 3-point shot. Ben Simmons tonight hasn't really been aggressive scoring wise. 2 of 6 from the free throw line, only 6 points, but his defense on Jason Tatum has clearly changed the trajectory of this game so far. Tatum only 2 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 5 from three, and only one free throw. The Celtics have struggled in terms of taking care of the basketball. Their turnovers have done them in already here in this first half. 14 turnovers compared to 7 for Philadelphia. The Sixers have dominated in the paint, obviously by Joel Embiid, 26 points in the paint, but the three-point line has evened out. The early three-point shots that Boston was getting compared to Philadelphia missing, now Boston is 7 of 17 from three compared to Philadelphia is 6 of 14. So they closed the gap with the three-point shot, and they're dominated in the paint, forcing turnovers. The Sixers are shooting 50% from the floor, where Boston is 17 of 35 at 48%. We'll be back with more as the Celtics trailed the Sixers at home, 59 to 46. We'll be back. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. This is halftime. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Welcome back as we start the second half. Celtics able to get a stop defensively to start the half. We look at the numbers. Sixers shooting 49%, Celtics shooting 48%. But it's the points in the paint that have really helped the Sixers and the turnovers for the Celtics. Celtics have 14 turnovers in that first half. Danny Green, I mentioned his 14.5 of 5 from the floor, 4-4 from 3. His three-pointers in that second quarter helped increase Philadelphia's lead, and the Celtics just went cold from 3. The initial threes they were hitting in that first quarter. They had 5 three-pointers in the first quarter. Since then, only hit 2. A floater from Steph Curry gets the first basket for the Sixers. So Sixers up by 15, 61-46. Robert Williams in the paint initially double dribbled there. They took that. They didn't give him that point there. So it's another turnover as he was caught with the double dribble. Kemba Walker actually set him up, but I don't quite think he was ready to catch it from that far. He wanted to dunk it, so he tried to get a little closer. He got caught with the double dribble. So Sixers basketball, 10 on the shot clock. Tobias Harris looking to be aggressive. He has to get it to Embiid for a jump shot. Embiid knocks it down. So Embiid outside of that three-point line, very, 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 very dominant. The only area of weakness right now has been the three-point line. All of his misses have come from the three-point line. Sixers up 17. Seth Curry, straightaway 3, he misses it. Kemba looking to kick out to Jaylen Brown, stolen by Tobias Harris, playing the passing lane. Harris cut off by Walker, gets it to Embiid. Embiid gets it to Steph Curry. Curry takes a screen from Embiid, guarded by Robert Williams on the left wing. Embiid looks to get him in the post, kicks out to Steph Curry. They're working around to the perimeter. Danny Green for 3, right corner. He misses his first shot of the game, an open three-pointer. That was the easiest shot he's had all night. Tatum misses a 3, and they call a foul. Late call there. They call a foul on Ben Simmons. That's a late call there. We got to see the replay, but it doesn't look as if Simmons believes he fouls him. We got to see the replay. Tatum stops on the dime. Yeah, that doesn't look like a foul. The Sixers can challenge that. If I was the Sixers, I would challenge that. But I think because it's so early, uh, Tatum makes the first 5 points, 2 of 9 from the floor for Tatum in the first half, 0 of 5 from three. Uh, Rivers could have challenged that. Coach Doc Rivers could have challenged that, and I think he would have won. But I think because the game is still in the balance here in this third quarter, you want to save that for later, for the fourth quarter when it really, really matters. So Tatum Tatum gets 2 free throws there. They say the foul happened before he gathered for the three. So he gets 2 free throws. He goes 2 of 2. And Embiid is fouled on a jump shot by Robert Williams. So Sixers should be able to get at least one of these 2 free throws back that they gave up from Tatum. Embiid tonight, like I mentioned, very, very dominant outside of the 3-point line so far tonight. 17 points, 5 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 4 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Not rebounding much tonight, only 4 rebounds. The leading rebounder tonight for the Sixers is Tobias Harris, but Sixers up 15. And B makes the first free throw, so Sixers up 16. Coming back into the game for the Celtics, Taco Fall. Taco came in to try to quell whatever Embiid was doing to start that first quarter. It didn't really work, but I will say Taco did present some challenges for Embiid on the defensive end. Mid-range jumper for Kemba Walker is good, so it's a 15-point game. Celtics playing uphill like they usually do all season. They get down, and the latter part of the fourth quarter is when they wake up and make the game a lot more competitive. But they're just dead right now. Embiid for three, he makes his first 3-point shot of the game, giving the Sixers an 18-point lead. 68-50. Embiid tonight, 22.6 of 12 from the field. Marcus Smart looking to respond, knocks in the 3-point shot from the left wing, steps into it with confidence. So back and forth we go. Sixers still up 15. Danny Green goes to Tobias Harris in the post, guarded by Jaylen Brown. In the post, looking to get inside, kicks it to Danny Green. Danny Green goes to Ben Simmons in the post. 9 on the shot clock, guarded by Marcus Smart. Simmons trying to get a layup. He doesn't get the clean scoop there for the finish. Wasn't the cleanest post up there for Simmons. Good defense by Marcus Smart. As we look at the 3-pointer from Embiid, good drawing kick there from Tobias Harris. Playing out of the post, gets it to Embiid. Embiid steps into it, top of the key, knocks it down. Marcus Smart working the pick and roll with Taco Fall, misses the mid-range, rebounded by Simmons. Simmons looking to push the pace, has his dribble deflected. Bad turnover by Simmons there. Tatum on the jab step, guarded by Embiid. 3-point shot is good. So it's now a 12-point game. Doc Rivers senses momentum shifting. 68-56, 7:42 left in the third quarter. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. So we're back as the Sixers lead by 12. They got up by as many as 18 here in the third, but the Celtics get back-to-back three-point shots, one from Marcus Smart, one from Jason Tatum. Sixers had to call timeout. 68-56, Sixers lead with possession. Embiid guarded by Taco Fall, jab step jumper, no good, rebounded by Kemba Walker. Celtics on a 6-0 run, looking to continue. Kemba guarded by Seth Curry. Right to left crossover, trying to get into the paint, draw and kick. They're working around the perimeter to Jason Tatum. Tatum guarded by Ben Simmons initially. He gets the switch with Danny Green, works into the paint, slithering through multiple defenders, finishes a layup, so now it's a 10-point game. Ben Simmons guarded by Jaylen Brown, attacking. Can he finish the layup? He does. So Simmons attacks Jaylen Brown, jab step left, finishes with that right hand going across the lane. So 70-58, Sixers lead, but the Celtics have momentum. Kemba Walker working the left wing, goes baseline floater, has it blocked by Embiid. Embiid gets to Seth Curry. Curry looking to get into the post, goes to Tobias Harris. Harris guarded by Jaylen Brown on the left block. Again, Brown gets put in the blender this time by Tobias Harris. Up fake, takes contact, finishes. So the Sixers responding with 4 quick points. Tobias Harris will go to the free throw line, looking to complete an and one. Harris looked to have traveled there just a bit, took 2 steps. Ref didn't call it. 2 steps after already establishing the pivot foot. So it was a travel, no call. Harris completes the and one, so 73-58. Tatum guarded by Ben Simmons. He takes the screen. He gets the switch with Danny Green. Brown trying to kick it out to Marcus Smart, deflected by Ben Simmons, and that's the defensive impact I'm speaking about. Initially defending Tatum has to fight over the screen. Danny Green has to take the switch, but Ben Simmons doesn't leave. He stays in the area and plays that passing lane well. Couldn't get the steal, but forced the deflection. Kemba Walker for 3, goes off the side of the rim, rebounded by Danny Green. Green gets it to Ben Simmons. Simmons right to left crossover, trying to get into the paint, and he's fouled. So good aggressiveness there by Ben Simmons, and that's the type of aggressiveness that he has to show. Yes, he's not the best shooter. He wouldn't be considered a scorer by any measure, but he is 6'10". He's 250. Utilize that power and speed that you have to your advantage. Put defenses in vulnerable positions to have to foul you. And even if you're not the best free throw shooter, the fact that you can get there at a high clip, eventually you'll knock down enough to where your confidence will be there, especially down a stretch of games. He makes the first free throw. So Sixers respond with their own 7-0 run now that Ben Simmons makes the second free throw. So Sixers lead 75-58. 75-58. 5:45 remaining. In and out dribble from Jason Tatum. Trying to finish over Embiid. Can't get the finish. Rebounded by Ben Simmons. Simmons looking to push the pace. Guarded by Jaylen Brown. Right to left crossover. Goes back to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Taco Fall. Back to Ben Simmons in the post on the left block. Simmons takes a screen from Embiid. Thought about a fadeaway, goes to Embiid with the switch on Jaylen Brown. Good interior passing there from Simmons and Embiid, looking to set up that mismatch. And the foul came with 5 seconds on the shot clock. So Sixers back up 17. Celtics got it to within 10. And the Sixers respond, good competitive response. First free throw for Embiid is good. Embiid tonight completely in the zone. 23 points for Embiid tonight. Shooting 6 of 13. 4 of his misses have come from the three-point line. At the free throw line, he's 10 of 11. Second free throw was good. Sixers up 19. Sixers up 19. This 19-point lead is the largest lead of the game for the Sixers. Marcus Smart attacking, kicks out to Tatum. Tatum takes the three, step back, or sidestep, pardon me. He misses it, rebounded by Embiid. He gets it to Ben Simmons. Simmons pushing the paint, Euro step, over Taco Fall, the basket is good. So Sixers up 21 now, 79-58, 4:56 left in the third. Celtics have to call a timeout. Again, Celtics got it down to as low as 10, but the Sixers responded with their own 11-0 run, and we see the Sixers up 79-58. We'll be back with more. As this is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as the Celtics trail by 21, trying to get back into this game. They get a left corner three from Jason Tatum. Tatum tonight, 15 points, 5 of 14 from the floor, 3 rebounds. Danny Green coming off the curl, looking to set up Embiid in the post. He's guarded by Taco Fall. Embiid thought about a jumper, jab steps, takes the jumper, makes the jumper. So Taco Fall not really posing much of a issue for Embiid, at least on the offensive end. Embiid still doing what he needs to do. Taco Fall not really a presence in terms of how he's used, but he definitely poses a issue for Embiid in terms of rebounding. Embiid tonight only 5 rebounds. Kemba Walker from the left corner, the left wing, knocks in the 3. So 17-point game. Celtics staying within arm's length because of the three-point line tonight. Celtics 10 of 23 from 3. Embiid once again takes the double team. Tatum comes over to help Taco Fall, and it works as Embiid turns over the basketball. Good time double team there by Tatum. Marcus Smart gets it ahead to Kemba Walker. Walker is fouled on a sweep through by Mike Scott. Now, it seems poetic justice considering Reggie Miller is actually broadcasting this game for TNT. Reggie Miller made that move famous. Now, when he did it, if he went up for a shot through the sweep through, they would automatically give him 2 free throws. But with the likes of Kevin Durant started to use the sweep through to such a degree that they had to actually change it after the 2014 season. Change the rule. 8 on the shot clock. Tatum looking to drop baseline, gets it to Romeo Langford. They're working around the perimeter to Marcus Smart. He kicks it back out to Tatum. 1 on the shot clock. Tatum has to shoot the 3. He misses it. Rebounded by Dwight Howard, but the ball didn't hit the rim, so it'll be a 24-second violation for the Celtics. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Sixers lead by 17. Ben Simmons on the floor with Shake Milton and Dwight Howard. Milton looked to get a shot up. It's blocked by Romeo Langford. Kemba Walker pushing the pace, gets it to Langford. Langford finishes with the reverse on the left side. So good effort there by Romeo Langford, and good recognition there by Kemba Walker to reward him for his energy and defense. So 2:41 left. Doc Rivers doesn't like what he's seeing. 81-66, Sixers lead. 2:44 left in the third quarter. Stay tuned. .244 left. We're back. Sixers lead by 15. Celtics trying to make another push. They've trailed by as many as 21. Sixers have responded to every run that the Celtics have made, thoroughly dominating. They take a 3, and again, the competitive response is there. Furkan Korkmaz knocks in the 3, so back to 18. Initially, to start this game, the Celtics hit 5 3-pointers in that first quarter. Since then, they've got it up to 11, But they went cold there in that second quarter, and the Sixers picked up their three-point shooting in that second quarter. Sixers are 8 of 18, so 44% from three. Sixers dominating in the paint, 36-22. Shake Milton with the basketball, 10 on the shot clock, looking to attack Langford. Tries to get a floater up, can't get it to fall off the back rim. Pardon me, it wasn't a floater, it was a fadeaway jumper. Kemba Walker looking to finish, blocked on the chase down by Dwight Howard. It'll be a goaltend. But if you're Dwight, you'll take that because even though you gave up the points, you want to show that your defensive presence is there. And at times, even though it's a goaltend, that makes opposing point guards and players think twice about driving to the basket. It reminds me of when Hakeem Olajuwon first arrived on to the University of Houston, and when he was learning to play defense on a college level, they would tell him block everything, block everything. John Thompson said the same thing to Patrick Ewing when he was establishing himself at Georgetown. Block everything, no matter what, because subconsciously, even if you give up a goaltend, like I said, opposing players will think twice about trying to come in and score on you. Missed three by Furkan Korkmaz. Straightaway three from Jaylen Brown. Misses it off the front rim, but Payne Pritchard is there for the rebound. So 10 on the shot clock. Romeo Langford looking to attack. Matisse Thybulle, he's blocked. Great perimeter defense there by Matisse Thybulle. Pick and roll setup for Dwight Howard wasn't the cleanest. Turnover by Shake Milton. So Marcus Smart looking to set up a three-point shot. Instead, Romeo Langford drives, kicks it to Robert Williams, and Williams knocks down the mid-range jump shot. So we're under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Sixers lead 14. They've led by as many as 21. Shake Milton gets it to Korkmaz. Korkmaz looking to attack, draws a foul on Payne Pritchard. Korkmaz gets the foul, and he'll with the Celtics over the limit. Korkmaz goes to the free throw line, misses the first. He makes the second, so Sixers lead by 15, 85-70. Pritchard looking to set up Jaylen Brown, disrupted there. Great defense by Matisse Thybulle on the denial. Pritchard has to go the opposite direction to Marcus Smart. He misses the three off the back rim, rebounded by Shake Milton. So it's a 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock. This should be the last possession of the quarter. On the right wing, Milton goes to Dwight. 3 seconds left. Dwight has to take a three. He misses it horribly. Romeo Langford at the buzzer takes the three. He doesn't hit the rim. But Sixers go into the fourth quarter up 15, 85-70. They've been able to utilize the three-point line to create separation. And defensively, they've been able to get out and run and create easy opportunities for Ben Simmons. And Embiid has been dominating all night. So let's see how they finish out these final 12 minutes in dominant fashion. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Peace. We're back for the final 12 minutes between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics. Sixers lead 85-70. They had their largest lead of the game there in that third quarter at 21. They completely have taken the Celtics out of the game. Celtics have been leaning on the three-point shot there, 11 of 27, but the Sixers have dominated in the paint, 36-24. Grant Williams tries to get a floater inside. He misses it, rebounded by Dwight Howard. We look at the scoring from the premier players. Ben Simmons, 12 points. Embiid, 26 points. But I want to give a huge shout out to Danny Green, who's performed really, really well, especially in the first half. 5 of 6, 5 of 6 from the field, and 4 of 5 from 3. Kemba Walker with the basketball takes a 3, misses it, rebounded by Dwight Howard. Tobias Harris working his way around the perimeter, gets it to Korkmaz. Korkmaz looking to go around at Dwight Howard's screen. Dwight Howard blindsided Grant Williams on that screen. They say it was an illegal screen, so it'll be a turnover for the Sixers. As we look at the rebound, subjective, but I think considering how Grant Williams fell, it looked a lot worse. So possession goes back to the Celtics. There's still time, 10:42 left. It's all about, can they manage their turnovers and get quality shots right now. Langford kicks out to Grant Williams. Grant Williams misses a 3, rebounded by Matisse Thybulle. He gets it to Tobias Harris. Harris probing the left wing, looking to set up Dwight in the post, and it's a foul against Grant Williams. Speaking of turnovers that have really been have really been an issue for the Celtics tonight. Turnovers, Celtics have 17 turnovers, but Sixers haven't really capitalized off their turnovers. Sixers only have 13 points off those turnovers. Nevertheless, those turnovers have killed Celtics possessions ad nauseum. Tobias Harris looking to set up a pass out of the post. 4 on the shot clock. Matisse Thybulle has to take a 3. He misses it. Offensive rebound to Dwight Howard. He's fouled by Robert Williams, and he'll be going to the free throw line. Should have completed the N1, but it was a hard foul by Williams, trying not to give up anything easy. The 3-point miss from Matisse Thybulle just hit the front rim, so the rebound fell right into Dwight Howard's hands. I mentioned Howard being the only player to average 8 rebounds this season, playing less than 18 minutes per game. This year, averaging 7 points and 8.3 rebounds. First free throw is good for Howard. Tonight, Dwight has 5 rebounds. 5 rebounds so far. Second free throw for Howard is good, so he goes 2 for 2. Sixers lead by 17. We approach 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Walker looking to get to the second line of defense, draws and kicks to Jaylen Brown. Looks to set up, and he's fouled by Dwight Howard on that closeout with 4.8 left. I mean, that was beautiful defense by the Sixers despite that foul, forcing Kemba Walker to have to work the baseline, kick it to Jaylen Brown. 3 different Sixers closed out on the three-point line for Kemba, and his body is just nicked by Dwight Howard. So Jaylen Brown trying to finish over Dwight Howard, and there's a foul against Dwight Howard. Jaylen Brown definitely sold out all the way trying to get that block. I mean, trying to get that dunk on Dwight. To be quite honest with you, that should have been no call. I thought Dwight, despite being vertical, definitely had opportunity to try to block it. He didn't get the block, but from where Jaylen Brown took off from, it wasn't really a plausible chance for him to dunk the ball anyway. Nevertheless, 2 free throws for Brown. He makes both. It's a 15-point game, 87-72. On the floor for the Sixers right now, Dwight Howard, Shake Milton, Tobias Harris, Furkan Korkmaz, and Matisse Thybulle. For the Celtics, Romeo Langford, Grant Williams, Robert Williams, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. Harris, at the rim, he's fouled. So he goes straight up at Robert Williams. Williams fouls Tobias, not trying to give up anything easy. Look at Tobias Harris attacking, taking up off that left foot, trying to finish with that right hand. Again, can't give up anything easy. A hard foul, tough hard foul. That's a playoff foul, to be honest with you. So Robert Williams fouls out. He fouls out. 9:29 left in the fourth. Look at Harris tonight. Only 3 of 10. 8 rebounds, though, 3 assists, 7 points. He hasn't had to really score at a high clip because the Sixers defense has been at a high level. Again, Embiid's been dominating tonight, 26 points in just 26 minutes. So he's been very efficient during his time on the floor. And the Sixers have been able to create that separation when necessary. The missed free throw by Tobias Harris, he goes 1 of 2. Sixers up 16, 88-72. As we approach 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Grant Williams guarded by Dwight Howard. Grant Williams looking to set up a backdoor with Semi Ojeleye. Is blown up by Shake Milton. They have to go to Kemba Walker. 2 on the shot clock. Step back jumper for Kemba. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Dwight Howard. It's just been that kind of night for the Celtics. Shake Milton pushing the pace, slows down at the 3-point line. Looking to set up Tobias Harris with the mismatch. Kemba's there. Good recovery by Jaylen Brown on the help. Deflected out of bounds by Brown, 9 on the shot clock. So, again, great help by Jaylen Brown to support Kemba Walker in that mismatch. And they were able to set up the defensive switch. So, 9 seconds left on the clock. Coming into the game, Steph Curry for Korkmaz. Korkmaz tonight, very solid. 10 points, 3 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. Inbounded to Dwight Howard. Howard gets it to Shake Milton. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Steph Curry. Wide open 3 from the right wing. He was so open, he missed it. Offensive rebound, Dwight Howard, who's fouled. That three-pointer by Steph Curry was the easiest shot he's gonna get all night. He was so open, he had to hesitate to see if somebody was gonna close out, and he missed it. But Dwight was there on the offensive glass. Again, he's been a rebounding machine this season. Howard will make the first, putting the Sixers back up 17. Howard, the NBA champion. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer when his career is done. The foundation of his Hall of Fame career came at the early stages in Orlando, where he spent his first 8 years. He was a multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time All-NBA. Uh, you looked at how he was able to perform in the finals. He led the Magic to the finals, but it didn't end well. And he went on a unique odyssey not seen by most first ballot Hall of Famers. He went from team to team, becoming really a journeyman. He had to rebrand himself, recreate himself in an image of a competitive player, a player that can compete and contribute to a winning situation. And on the Lakers last year, he definitely came in as the sometimes eighth and ninth man off the bench, just providing great energy, great defense, rebounding, doing whatever it took to sacrifice in a winning situation. He came up huge for the Lakers, and he's willing to play that role here for the Sixers. Ben Simmons floater across the lane, no good as he's back into the game. 8 minutes left, Celtics down 18. Jaylen Brown, mid-range jumper, he knocks it down. So good recognition there by Jason Tatum on the run to find Jaylen Brown on the move, stop on a down mid-range jumper. So 16-point game. Ben Simmons into the game. Seth Curry, Shake Milton, Dwight Howard, Tobias Harris. Milton in the post has it deflected by Semi Ojeleye. 8 on the shot clock. Milton again trying to attack. We got an offensive foul against Milton. So this is a sensitive area for the Sixers. They played well all night. They responded to every run Boston has made. But you want to make sure you're getting quality shots down the stretch. You're up 16. So you're in control. But the one thing that can hurt you is always turnovers. Turnovers can hurt you. You're wasting possessions. If you're wasting possessions, that gives the Celtics an opportunity to get back in the game, get easy shots. Sixers, while they're up 16, they have to get efficient shots. You're not going to make them all, but you got to get efficient shots at the basket. Tatum, working a pick and roll, step back jumper, knocks it down. Joel Embiid back into the game. Didn't want to fully close out there because he had to prepare for the rebound. So Tatum now 17.6 of 16 from the floor. Tobias, guarded by Jaylen Brown. In the post, 10 on the shot clock, back to Embiid, 8 on the shot clock, and Jaylen Brown caught in a vulnerable position where he fouls Embiid on that dribble handoff. So it'll be a timeout. Sixers lead by 14, 6:57 remaining in the third. Sixers lead. Stay tuned. Just to give you an update on scores around the league. 7 minutes left in the fourth. Lakers lead 100-76. Memphis leads Miami with 2:30 left in the third, 87-83. Denver leads Detroit 46-37. In the finals so far, Chicago defeated Indiana 113-97. Atlanta defeated New Orleans 123-107. And there's still 2 games to be played as Milwaukee's on the road against Golden State and Portland is on the road against the Clippers. Both those games start at 10 o'clock. We're back as the Sixers lead by 14. They've been the aggressor all night. Celtics have been trying to respond to Philadelphia's runs. Right now, Embiid is at the free throw line as the foul by Jaylen Brown put the Celtics over the limit. Embiid tonight in limited minutes, 27 points. He's been at the free throw line all night. That's really what has boosted his scoring. He's efficient, 7 of 14, but at the free throw line, he's 12 of 13. So Sixers back up 16. Embiid with 28 points. Danny Green guarding Marcus Smart. Smart kicks it out to Luke Cornett. Cornett attacks, kicks it out to Tatum. Almost stolen by Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons' defensive performance tonight has been masterful. Been able to take Tatum completely out of the game at times. Tatum, to get his buckets, has had to call for the screen, and he's gotten to Danny Green, and that's really how he's been able to score. But tonight, Simmons has been really, really, really great against Tatum. 3-point shot by Jaylen Brown, no good. It'll be a 24-second violation as it doesn't hit the rim. 6:33 left in the fourth. You look at the players that have averaged 29 plus points and 11 rebounds. Shaq did it 6 different times. Joel and Giannis Antetokounmpo has also done it, and Joel Embiid. Inside, Embiid almost had a dunk. He does the dunk. He just had to turn around. He initially caught it going left, had to turn back right to create the space and finish it with a tomahawk slam. 94-76, Sixers lead the Celtics. Good steal there by Danny Green. Tobias Harris picks it up. Ben Simmons back to Tobias for the slam. Sixers up 20, under 6 to play, 96-76. Marcus Smart driving baseline. He's fouled by Joel Embiid. But great defense there. As we look at the initial Ben Simmons finish, caught Jaylen Brown flashing by, was able to turn back right and finish with the right hand. So 5:50 left. Sixers over the limit. Marcus Smart misses that first free throw off the back rim. This is Embiid's 15th 30-point game of the season. This is his 16th 30-point game of the season. So far, in the first 15 Embiid 30-point games, the Sixers are 11-4. So being up 19 with 5:50 left, it looks like they'll improve that record. Seth Curry with the basketball takes the screen from Tobias Harris. Looking to set up Embiid. Goes to Tobias. 8 on the shot clock. They go to Embiid, who's guarded by Semi Ojeleye. Fadeaway jumper for Embiid. No good. Rebounded by Marcus Smart. Pressure by Ben Simmons. Great back tip defensively from Ben Simmons. Embiid looking to kick out to Danny Green. Miscommunication. Danny Green was in the vicinity, but he was in the left corner instead of the left wing, on the left wing. So there'll be a turnover as we approach 5 minutes remaining. Sixers up 19. Do the Celtics have another run to make this competitive? 3-point shot for Tatum. Good. Finally got some separation from Ben Simmons there. Able to hit the step back three. So it's a 16-point game. Tatum, 20 points tonight, 7 of 17 from the floor, 4 rebounds. Harris, guarded by Embiid. Thought about the pull-up jumper. Kicks it out to Danny Green. Danny Green back to Embiid. Embiid with 4 on the shot clock. Guarded by Cornette. Step back jumper. Good. What skill. Such skill from Embiid there. Able to go with the between the legs to the right. Step back to the left. Knocks it down. Tatum trying to split defenders. Kicks it out to Cornette. 3-point shot for Cornette. Good. So it's a 15-point game as we approach 4 minutes remaining. Doc Rivers, not yet settled, obviously coaching against his former team, the Celtics. He coached the Celtics for 10 years, for 9 years, was able to get to 2 finals, and also win a championship in 2008 with the big three of Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. Celtics get a score, so it's 100-85. Tobias Harris gets it to Seth Curry. 3:30 left. Sixers in control. They just have to manage the basketball and get efficient shots. Almost stolen there by Tatum. 4.6 seconds left. Celtics basketball. We got a timeout by Doc Rivers. Sixers lead by 15, 3:22 left. We'll be back. Welcome back. Sixers need to get a shot off. They get a fadeaway three from Embiid. It hits the rim. Trailing by 15. Do the Celtics have another run in them? We approach 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Tatum working the left corner. Thought about a step back three. Good closeout from Ben Simmons. 7 on the shot clock. Semi Ojeleye has to get the shot off. Blocked by Simmons, but they call a foul with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Tough foul there, but that shows you the defensive range of Simmons. Able to close out on Tatum and explode back to the other side of the court, working his way back to the right side to try to block Semi Ojeleye. Ojeleye makes the first. 2:58 left, 14-point game. With the three-point line, nobody's out of it. But it would take a miracle at this point for the Celtics to win this game. Both free throws made. It's a 13-point game, 100-87. Simmons with the basketball. Gets it to Danny Green, goes to Embiid. Embiid's been masterful tonight, working in the paint, looking to draw a foul. No foul call, but it'll be Sixers possession. So it'll be Sixers possession. Ben Simmons with the basketball. He goes to Embiid, guarded by Semi Ojeleye. 12 on the clock. Embiid does get the foul. Driving on Ojeleye. Draws the contact. He'll be going to the free throw line for 2. And that's just the issue that you have when you guard Embiid. He's such a skilled player that you have to play him for the jump shot. You got to play him for the mid-range. He can stretch the floor sometimes. He relies too much on the jump shot, but his ability and skill set allows him to do that. Then when he gets into the post, as long as the double team doesn't come, his footwork is exceptional. His issue to me is more so on the turnover end. At times he doesn't pass well out of the double team, which makes him very, very vulnerable down a stretch of close games, because when the double teams come, especially men that guard Ben Simmons, puts him in a vulnerable position. But in terms of scoring the basketball, he can score on every level. He goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line so far tonight, 14 of 16 at the line. Look at Tatum, Brown, and Walker. They are 18 of 40 from the free throw line. So the Sixers have completely disrupted any offensive game plan the Celtics had. Jaylen Brown knocks in a 3-point shot, so it's an 11-point game with 2:24 left. In the post, and B guarded again by Semi Ojeleye. Double team comes. Danny Green kicks it out to Tobias Harris. Back to Danny Green. Pump fake 3-point shot for Green. Good. And that's just been Danny Green's night tonight. Danny Green shooting 6 of 7 from the floor and 6 of 7 from the floor and 5 of 6 from 3. Sixers get another turnover, so up 14. Embiid kicks out to Danny Green. Back to Embiid, guarded by Semi Ojeleye. He draws contact and is fouled. So again, Embiid will go to the free throw line. He'll go to the free throw line. That foul happened with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Danny Green with that pump fake has been knocking down a three-pointer at all levels tonight, on all sides of the floor. Gets the first defender to fly by him. That's Semi Ojeleye. Marcus Smart came flying right behind him, still able to knock down that 3. Danny Green tonight, 17 points. Free throw for Embiid is good. So it's a 15-point game. Embiid tonight, 33 points in 32 minutes. 14 of 16 from the free throw line. Just really, really, really efficient. The Sixers trying to work him back into the flow. He missed 3 weeks with a hyperextended knee. But during that time, Sixers went 6-3 in March. They're coming off of a horrible loss to the Memphis Grizzlies, one which was a back-to-back. The front end of the back-to-back, Embiid played against Minnesota. He sat out against Memphis. that's still no excuse for why they lost in the fashion that they did. But they played up to the competition tonight. They played against a potential playoff foe, and they definitely have sent a message up 15 with 130 left. And basket is good. That basket made by Aaron Naismith. So we approach a minute remaining. Embiid still in the game. Not quite sure why. He draws another foul on Luke Cornett. Cornett has been in shambles all night guarding Embiid going back to the first half. They had to take him out the game and put Taco Fall in the game. Fall didn't fare too well, although he did provide some challenge to Embiid, especially on the glass. Embiid tonight hasn't rebounded to his normal clip, only 6 rebounds tonight. Embiid misses another free throw, but he will look to be substituted as we see Matisse Thybulle, Shake Milton, Tyrese Maxey coming to the game. So with 113 left, this would be Embiid's last free throw before he comes out of the game. Free throw good. Free throw good for Embiid. And we got a foul. Foul against Tyrese Maxey as Tremont Waters, Tremont Waters, a two-way player out of LSU, is into the game. He draws that foul on Maxey. So Embiid will head to the bench. Again, a dominant performance from Embiid tonight, all the way around. The only area he really struggled was from the three-point line. One of 5 from 3, but 9 of 19 from the floor, 35 points, 16 of 20 from the free throw line. Waters makes both free throws. So a minute remaining. Tyrese Maxey with the basketball. Maxey, another solid guard. The Sixers drafted. He plays his position, plays it well. Floater there, no good, but when he gets into the game, he definitely gives maximum effort. And another foul as Waters attacks. He'll get to the free throw line and get some points in. On that foul, Shake Milton. Look at the Sixers' upcoming schedule. This game, as Waters makes the free throw, their next game will be against New Orleans. That'll be on Friday. The next game will be against New Orleans on Friday. For Boston, their next game, look at their schedule. Boston's next game will be against New York on tomorrow, on Wednesday. New York isn't an easy out as much as they used to be. They're definitely in playoff contention, and both teams are fighting in the standings. So you're definitely going to see the best potentially from both teams. As we got a foul again. Pardon me, that was a block. That was a block by Paul Reed. Paul Reed getting into the game for the first time. As we look at the standings, the Sixers will win this game and tie the Nets for first in the East again. The Celtics are 7th. They're a half game ahead of the Knicks. But when they lose this game tonight, they'll be tied with the Knicks for 7th, and they'll play tomorrow. So whoever wins that game will get a full game up on the opposition. And that'll about do it. So the Sixers will win 106-96 coming into Boston. Obviously, this is a rivalry game going back many, many years. You can go back to Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain in the 60s. You can go to the 80s with Dr. J and Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Charles Barkley, and so many others. Then transition that to Paul Pierce and Allen Iverson. Now this generation has Embiid, Ben Simmons versus Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and others. Sixers have won their seventh of 8 regular season meetings against these 7 of the last 8 regular season meetings against the Celtics, and potentially the Sixers want to get that playoff monkey off their back. Most recently versus the Celtics, losing of their last playoff 3 playoff series against the Celtics. The Sixers thoroughly dominated tonight. Joel Embiid did what he had to do, playing playing second of the last 3 Eagles, the second of the last 3 Sixer games, coming back from the hyperextended knee injury, doing what he had to do. Again, when you look at how he's performed, he's definitely in the top tier of MVP candidates. The missed games could potentially hurt him, depending on who you ask. But if the Sixers continue to win at the clip that they have, he'll definitely be in a top 3 conversation. Tonight, 35 points, 6 rebounds, 9 of 19 from the floor, 16 of 20 from the free throw line. You look at what Ben Simmons did. Again, his numbers can never be qualified off of straight scoring. His defensive presence tonight was amazing. He had 3 steals. He made life miserable for Jason Tatum. He had 12 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. I mentioned the 3 steals. He only had 2 turnovers tonight. Unsung hero tonight. I know we're talking about Joel Embiid, but unsung hero tonight has to be Danny Green. 6 of 7 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, knocking down huge 3-pointers in that first half to create the separation. When I look at what the Celtics have done tonight, Jason Tatum is going to end the night with 20, but he shot really bad from the floor, 7 of 17. 7 of his misses came from 3, 3 of 10 from 3, only 3 field goals. When you look at what Jaylen Brown did tonight, efficient, 6 of 10, 3 of 7 from the 3, but he faded down the stretch. So he had 17 points, but he wasn't really assertive all night. Then when I look at what Kemba Walker did, 14 points, 6 of 14, Marcus Smart, 4 of 9. The rest of the team couldn't keep up. That's why we see what we saw tonight. When we look at the team stats, Sixers shot 46%. Celtics actually shot better, but the Sixers dominated in the paint, 40 points in the paint compared to 30 for the Celtics. And then the turnovers tonight. The Celtics had 22 turnovers compared to 13 for the Sixers. Sixers got 18 points off of those 22 turnovers. So Sixers continue to win. This is Joel Embiid's 16th 30-point game of the season. The Sixers record improves to 12-4 when he gets 30 points. So we'll be back with more to cover a game a day. Stay tuned to see what game it will be. I don't know what it'll be till tomorrow, but stay tuned. Tap in. This is the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rose. Thank you for watching. Peace.